This is my house in Hytale, and it's definitely not the prettiest, especially since I don't even have a door, which I always have to block it off with a piece of wood. But I got all the main essentials, even a mine shaft, which I got a lot of blocks from, and then near the end of it I kinda stopped mining because of this scary cave, which I only explored briefly before getting out of there really fast. I did get a lot of iron and copper ore though, which is very useful, since copper is used for tools, same with iron. There's some of the iron I was talking about. And then this is some of the copper I was talking about. This is a map of my world. That's my house, and that's a fortress that I've been too scared to go to. And some reason by my house, there's always a bunch of bears spawning, and they're too strong to really fight hands-on, which is why I usually have to use a bow and arrow to hit them. There's one right now. They're almost always there, and it's really annoying because whenever I want to go that direction, I have to fight it first. And the thing is, those things have insane health, so it takes like 2 minutes just to kill one of them. At least they drop some meat and hide. And Hytale stone rubble is very useful, and you kind of want to keep whatever you collect, because you never know when it might come in handy. And also in Hytale, there's a furnace and a campfire. Furnace is for ores, campfire is for food. And when you hover over the input, it'll highlight what can actually be put inside the furnace or campfire. Which makes things a lot easier, especially for people who didn't watch a tutorial like me. After that, I looked at the workbenches. In Hytale, there's different workbenches that serve a different purpose, like a builder's workbench, furniture, chef's stove, armory, and, well, my house is too small to host all of them, so someday I'm gonna have to expand it, but until then, I'll just have to live with my tiny house. In Hytale, bow and arrows are really useful, because some of the mobs are too strong to fight hands-on, so you can just use a bow and arrow and snipe them from far away. That's what I usually do. As you can see across the river, there are some turkeys over there. Since I don't have an actual farm set up, or anything that can give me a consistent amount of food, I always have to go around picking berries and killing mobs for meat. And also in Hytale, one thing really cool is that you can jump 2 blocks high. Here's a demonstration. It's very useful, and I like it. And the sword has like a lunge ability that'll shoot you forward when you hold down the attack button. It's really useful for crossing rivers, because you can just jump high up and then use the lunge to like shoot across the river. And chopping trees is much easier in Hytale than Minecraft, for example, because you don't need to chop the whole tree, just the bottom. There's a spider over there. By the looks of it, it's not bothering me or anything, so I'll leave it alone. But those things are pretty powerful if you're not trained at fighting. That's the reason I don't go to that fortress, that ogre-looking thing. They've scared me for far too long, so that's why I stay close to the comforts of my house. One day I will raid it though, I just don't know when. By the looks of it, it's getting dark, but not dark enough to sleep yet, so. Let's just map of my world again. My house is like on an island surrounded by a river. I haven't done much exploring at all, because I really haven't had much time to do it. I've been kind of scavenging for food first, and soon I'll have to rebuild my house. I don't know if the world is infinite or not, but based on the map, I don't think it is. There's spawn pretty far away, and then this forgotten temple gateway, which I'm guessing will have some good loot or something. I don't know, I haven't explored much yet.